So, um, yeah, um, I want to talk about a couple of things that I've learned, not just today, but in the past, let's say a week or 2 weeks or so. And one of those things was pedestals, and how, for me in my life, I very much have this tendency to put people up on a pedestal, and because of that, I kind of get intimidated by them, or I kind of try to create my life and kind of, yeah, quite literally create this persona of myself where I take this very small part of myself, this aspect of myself, and I try to be like this other person. um and it's like acting basically, because that's what it is, right? You get a text, you get a character, you get all these things, and you try to become this character. You're acting, you're performing, right? But no matter what, it is still you. I can get a text, and this other person could get a text, and we'll be doing it completely differently, because that there's gonna be like the that little aspect of yourself, of of yeah, quite literally yourself, that you're gonna put into this character, into this role, into whatever project it is that you're working on, and that's gonna be make that character be you, right? Or be. So same way with that idea with the pedestal. So let's say I take this personality, this celebrity, this whoever, and I try as much as possible to be like them, to create my life to be like that. And then what happens over time is that I slowly find out more about them. I slowly grow up, and I become more mature, and I experience more things. So then in turn, I or those pedestals and beliefs get broken down, get chopped down. And because of that, then these people are kind of, I see them in a different light. So I'll give you an example of that, um, which is quite funny, actually. So this YouTuber that I don't know if many people know about him, but Kev Jumba used to be this YouTuber that back in like the early 2010s I used to watch, and I used to love, and he was quite popular on YouTube back with like all these YouTubers from back then, basically boyfriend versus girlfriend, the pranked channels, YMS, all of these different ones. And I loved him. I absolutely loved him. And I felt so much that I want to replicate my life, to have that confidence, to know how to talk to girls, to know how to make friends, to know how to be cool, to do all these things, right? So I got a lot of that confidence from watching his videos, from learning, from, you know, seeing that. And I really, really, really did enjoy that. Anyway, uh, as the years passed, I grew up, I matured, but in a way, still myself from back then, from the younger me, still had this guy, Kev Jumba, in this like pedestal, right? So I had him in this pedestal, and then over time, I can kind of just forgot about him. He didn't make any videos, or what? Maybe he did. I didn't watch any. In any case, then a couple of years ago, this video popped up about how he's now a Hare Krishna. And for me, that was very surprising. I was like, what? This guy, Kev Jumba, is now a Hare Krishna? That's like the exact extreme of who he is and what he was like. And it's funny because now I live in this household, and this household is basically like a Hare Krishna household, let's say, right? My girlfriend's mother is a Hare Krishna. My girlfriend grew up in a Hare Krishna environment, in a community, in a household, and all of that. So I've been very much exposed to that world. And for me, today, that pedestal got broken, got destroyed, because I rewatched that video that I saw years ago with him suddenly being a Hare Krishna. And I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. It's not that I like, maybe it is that I'm judging, but for me, it's very much like shit, I don't know, I don't really like that. That thought in my head, or whatever it may be. I can't necessarily pinpoint it or put my finger on it exactly, but I know right now at least that I don't feel like the most, let's say, happiest about, or that I know the most about in this situation. Because like for me, Kevjumba used to be this like pedestal type of person, but now he's not that anymore.